Welcome into the Friday night frenzy. 7 weeks are gone, and for most Section 4 squads, that means just 1 week left in the regular season.
Except for Class D. For them, it's time to do their best Jim Moore impression because we're talking about playoffs. Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs.
He's been wanting to do that all week. That's where we're going to start, with the playoffs. Tioga hosts some perennial power Walton in the first round on a foggy night in Tioga. A close one at the half, but the Tigers running all over the Orange Crush in the second. Tyler Spires from 31 yards out. That's his second touchdown of the day. Later in the third, more from Spires, this time working his way deep into Warrior territory. No TD here, but a few plays later, Brad Jump hopping in for 6 more.
Hopping.
Travis wrote the script, you can tell. Tioga outscores Walton 19-0 in the second half to cruise in the 33-8 win, and they're moving on to the section semifinals.
You know, with that run we went on last year, these kids that came back from that season are definitely hungry to get back there. They know it's 1 week at a time, and I think the younger kids are really catching on and loving to be a part of that as well.
You play to win the game. Playoffs! For doing impressions here. Next up for Tioga is the state semifinal matchup against the Spartans of Tioga.
Binghamton on the road tonight at Vestal. Meaningless in terms of playoffs, but bragging rights still on the line. First quarter, Andre Yanshevitz's pass is tipped and picked off. Golden Bears can't capitalize on the turnover, though, and then Binghamton takes advantage. Amon Weaver on the next drive, taking this one all the way to the house. Patriots lead 7-0. Now, despite trailing 14-zip, Vestal forced 3 first-half turnovers, unable to score, and here they're going for the field goal. Bad snap. They can't get the first down. That means it's a turnover on downs, and as the half ends, Binghamton puts 7 more up on the board. The route was on from there. BHS wins big, 43-0.
Green traveling to Norwich with head coach Tim Paskey back on the sidelines. Great to see him there. Scoreless after 1. In the second, Michael Sutton, and I think Dan Treadwell just killed the guy.
You may want to find a safe house or something.
Might want to get out of town for a while. Later on in the game, just 3 minutes left before the half, still scoreless no longer. Michael Orles gets the purple tornado on the board. 29-yard run, 7-0 at Norwich. Clock winding down. Treadwell on offense this time. Heads outside, gets knocked out of bounds just short of the end zone, but 2 plays later he punches it in 4-6. The Trojans fail to convert on the go-ahead score, but they do get this win that they desperately needed. Green now needs a Sydney loss tomorrow so they can secure a playoff spot.
Here we go now. Johnson City looking to spoil senior night for the Indians and seal up the final playoff spot in the division. 4th down and for in the red zone for Owego, and the Indians fumble. JC recovers.
Got to hold on to that pigskin.
Got to hold on to the football. That's when the defense leads to offense. The next play, first from scrimmage for the Wildcat offense. Anthony Johns is gone. 90 yards to the house. He had 6 TDs last week. Starting off hot again, not quite as many this week.
You think he would game plan to stop him, wouldn't you?
6-0 JC. Second quarter, Owego strikes back though. Zach House breaking free all the way in.
Taking it to himself.
He's taking it to the house. House to the house. Not enough though. 34-13. JC earns that Class B playoff spot.
Let's check out some other scores from around the section on this Friday evening. Groton over Bainbridge Guilford in the playoffs in Class D. A big win for them, 30-23. Oneonta picks up their first win of the season, 15-14 over the Black Knights. And Odessa Montour takes care of business against the Saints in a Class D crossover matchup.
Waverly completes the undefeated season, 42-12. Lansing squeaks one out against Watkins Glen, and Unitigo in another playoff matchup. They will get Tioga next week. They beat Notre Dame.
Now, in Saturday action, it's Maine Endwell versus Union Endicott, and I don't think we have to sell you on how good this game is going to be.
Yeah, but we will anyway. Both teams are 7-0.
Both teams ranked top 10 in the state in their respective classes.
Not to mention 1 and 2 in the Fox 40 Section 4 football rankings.
And tack on the fact that this is also the Spartans' homecoming contest, and you have yourself one for the ages.
It's just as important this game as our state championship game would be. I mean, we take every game just as important as the next, and we're just trying to make sure that we can come out on top.
Now make sure
you stay tuned with Fox 40 tomorrow and Sunday because Emmy UE, our 4th and goal game of the week this week, coming up on Sunday.
That game is going to be so good.